Sarah, Allison, head teacher at Spencer Academy in Inkersall. First question for you is, how challenging has it been for you as a school to get through what we just experienced with the COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, I must say, I've been in education since 1994, with the last 10 years being a head teacher, and I think the last 2 years have been the most challenging that I have ever known to be in education. I joined Inkersall Spencer Academy 3 weeks before lockdown, which was incredibly difficult. Not only as a head teacher, you're leading and running a school, but you're also being mindful about your staff, your children, your community. You're being aware of your own personal circumstances as well, and dealing with those day-to-day issues. So during the first lockdown, none of us had ever experienced that, and not understanding what we needed to do and reacting to guidance that came out at very short notice. Moving forward, obviously, again, those short notices about, oh, we're going into another lockdown. What does that mean? So dealing with the pressures of staffing, but also the children. The children have never experienced anything like this. The huge anxieties that children have and still have moving forward. The lack of lost learning through the lockdowns hasn't helped as well. And we're still picking those things up. So it has been the most challenging 2 years in any lifetime through education. So it has been very, very difficult.
Now, our government sent you CO2 monitors, and I know privately away from the cam we've had a little chat about that, but what support and guidance came with those CO2 monitors, Sarah?
Not very much, to be honest, and I'm talking quite candidly about that. The CO2 monitors came. I just presumed I'd have one for every classroom. I didn't. Luckily, being part of a large trust, we had spare in the trust that we can put in each classroom. Not much guidance. They came without power packs, so they came with batteries. Well, you can imagine something being plugged in by battery power doesn't last very long, so we had to obviously fit the bill to purchase those power units. And again, not much guidance to say, well, we need to use them this way, this is where we should put them. So yes, it's been a little bit vague.
When it comes to some of the other guidance that has been more, let's call it, universally spread by the government about opening of windows, what level of experience have you got within your team here to actually have any clue about understanding indoor air quality and how you can affect that?
We haven't. I'm an educator. I'm not a health and safety expert. Yes, in our trust we do have that person. My site manager, Kev, he's not got that experience either. So yes, doors, windows opened in some of the coldest months have been hard. Children sitting there with coats on, staff feeling cold as well. It's not helped.
And credit to MedicAir, Sarah, who actually came to the school and didn't just say, here you go, here's some machines. They actually went to the trouble of going into each classroom and measuring those classrooms and actually giving you guidance on where to place the machine. What has your experience been like here since you've actually installed the machines, they've been in operation?
And I can't thank MedicAir enough for them. We were quite lucky through the first year. We didn't have that many cases, but when we came back in September last year, our case numbers seemed to rocket, and I think it was in the community a lot. With MedicAir coming in, working with my site manager to go around and look which rooms needed those devices has been great. In particular, I'm thinking of our Year 5 classrooms where we did have lots of children and staff contracting the virus. The units, since they've been in, we haven't had any cases in there. And general sickness and school bugs have decreased as well. So yes, they've been a fantastic thing to have in school, and I'm so glad that we've been gifted them.